Hello, my beautiful starseeds. Today we have a message from Arcturians. Beautiful, beautiful Arcturians. And yeah, it's a quite exciting one. So, things that I received before drawing some of these cards are like a new dawn for all of us. It feels a bit like not necessarily the freshest start, like a clean slate start, but definitely a start that like a kickstarter to something bigger. And what I really saw was growth, and not just growth within us, but on the whole planet, like trees growing and us growing as well, like much faster than usual. So that would actually be interesting if plants start growing faster somehow. But yes, I feel like for us it will be a time of big growth. And another thing I saw was us holding a garden and all of nature in our hands. It really felt like we have everything we need in the palm of our hands, and that is going to mean different things for everyone. For some, something that I felt was some might start being interested in palm readings, maybe getting a palm reading or looking up online what each part means and doing your own palm reading, maybe even doing it for other people for fun. And I don't know, somehow unearthing things about yourself and your life in that way. And for others, healing with your hands, using your hands for healing and to somehow assist your growth. And just remembering that our hands are energy providers, and in a way, I don't know why I'm here, energy generators as well. But we give and we receive with both of our hands. So I feel that it's important for us to remember how much we can create just with our hands, and to use our hands to create things, and to know that we are capable of growing not just our on the inside, but growing literally like plants and things outside. And it doesn't even have to be that kind of thing, like creating things with your hands and just creation. So yes, I'm excited to see what cards came through as well with all of this. Oh, we have the serious energy card actually. Interesting. But what it says is it's a messenger card, bringing harmony and balance. Ooh, lifting the veil, double mission, and breath of the cosmos. Let's stop here. Really interesting. So it really there. I'm still getting that growth feeling here, especially with the questioning everything, and just it feels like, oh, and it's so similar to what I saw, like the new dawn, kind of seeing this. Uh, I guess here, we don't know exactly on this picture what it is, but it was like the sun and kind of rising and us seeing it. And finally, it's like finally we're opening our eyes to see that really there are new things coming in, and it's like a brand new day for us. And remembering that no matter how hard one day can be, it doesn't mean the next day has to be as hard. And it doesn't mean the next day will not be an amazing day. Remembering that you can always change things, you can always make changes to whatever happens on each day. So take every day, the start of every day, as a very important part of just your whole being. And remember to give yourself time for whatever you need at the start of each day, and to kind of feel yourself and try to start it with a positive outlook as best as you can. I don't know, like everyone is gonna have different kind of ways that they enjoy spending the start of their day. And what I feel like they're trying to tell us is that there needs to be maybe some kind of ritual for us to start each day off. Maybe to clear or to balance, to make sure that we're in balance once we start the day so that the whole day can go better. Because when the day starts off, when we start off the day out of balance, then most of the time we're going to continue being off balance unless we seriously sit down and take some time to balance ourselves out, which is possible, of course. But I feel like, again, the start of the day is really important. It doesn't matter when you wake up. It's the start that's important. And yeah, it really feels like opening up something to opening up something. What? Opening up us to new opportunities, to more insight. Definitely, it feels like all of us will be receiving a lot more messages and a lot more synchronicities, a lot more information for our own journey and whatever we're here to do as well. So prepare to get more acquainted with what your starseed mission here really is, because I know a lot of us might already know part of it, but we don't know every single like detail about it, or there might be more to it than we think. So yeah, I feel like we'll be finding out more about that and maybe starting to work more on that as well, which is also exciting. Something else I felt strongly was that some of you will be visited by Arcturians, maybe in dreams or in meditation, but yeah, look out for that, I guess. I don't know how they're gonna show themselves to you. For everyone, it will be different, you know. They might show themselves the way that they actually look, or they might show themselves as like in a another kind of like, you know, they present themselves in a less threatening looking body or a less weird looking body, because obviously not everyone is open to literally clearly seeing what they look like. So yeah, know that they'll be visiting you and talking to you more about probably why you're here as well. And Breath of the Cosmos is also an interesting card to come through. My will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. And it's bringing me back to this harmony and balance card as well, where it really feels like, you know, of course, we should not be micromanaging every single part of our lives and trying to make our lives go in a certain point. But that also doesn't mean that we should completely, you know, just I don't know. It's nice to go with the flow, but sometimes it's nice to have a bit of like thought and structure. I'm sure you guys know what I mean. Where it really there's a strong feeling of, yes, go with the flow, but know what flow you're going with. Because sometimes we can go with the flow, but the flow that we're, you know, the river we're flowing with is not the right river for us. I think that is a better explanation of what I'm trying to say. And it really, there's definitely also something about breathing and imagining yourself being in balance, and imagining just the breath itself balances your whole energy and just entity in your body, your whole being. Imagine how the breath balances everything. There's definitely a lot about meditation and working in a more relaxed way, definitely trying to calm yourself and stay relaxed. Let's see the other two cards before I keep going about the same thing. So we also have plant yourself here. Interesting for that to come through, especially since I was seeing a lot of imagery about plants and about, yeah, trees and plants, and us even holding an actual like garden. Plant yourself and ground yourself in wherever you are. It feels like some of you will be uncovering really that important piece of the puzzle that will show you where the right place for you is, truly. Maybe you've been unsure so far, or maybe you've been feeling like you need a change, or just being unsure. But now it's really going to become much more clearer to you, I think. And you'll want to ground yourself where you are. It's like, yes, this is the thing that I think I should be doing, so I should continue doing this and like keep going on my mission, but also make sure to stay where I am. I don't know, it's so weird. It's like a weird feeling of I get it. So for some of you it will literally be that you might even end up moving and literally planting yourself and your seed, like a new home in another place, or you're finally realizing like, yes, the place I'm in is the right place for me, and you're finally realizing why it's the right place for you. Everyone is going to be having a lot of kind of realizations about things like these. And for some, this is definitely a message to stay grounded and to do grounding meditations and to try to work with the earth so that you can stay more grounded, because I can feel that a lot of this energy for some of you is overwhelming. So if you do not ground yourself, no day is gonna start off balanced. So maybe you might want to start your day off by grounding, and not just grounding for a few seconds, maybe taking more time so that you can properly ground yourself and go throughout your day less floaty and more present. And make sure that the actions that you're taking are also grounded and you're not just floating by. Like I was saying, okay, it's making sense to me now. It's really making sense to me now. So you know how I was saying you can float on, go with the flow, but know which flow you're going with, and also make the choices you want to make. Don't just autopilot everything and just like, oh, I guess, okay. I don't know. It's the first thing that comes to your mind and you're just like, yeah, okay. Make sure that you're making conscious choices as well, and grounding yourself, especially if you're supposed to make a more important choice of some kind. Grounding yourself will be very important so that you don't make random and silly mistakes, because it's definitely possible, especially when we're in like a state where we're more up in the clouds or just less grounded, less in our body. Something that a clear show of that is if you get scared easily, if you're like thinking about something and someone just snaps you back to reality and you're like, oh, what? Me? That is a clear showing that you're kind of out of your body, so you need to ground yourself back in, as much as you might not want to. Sometimes it's nice to be up there. Anyway, we also have released the petals: transformation, death and rebirth, and shedding, change. Yes, exactly. Change, like I was saying, it's like a new day is coming to us. It's like a whole brand new day. It's a whole brand new chapter. It's not exactly like a clean slate moment. Everything is, pushed to the side. We're not doing a restart of our lives. Like, okay, let's end this life and go on to the next one. Of course, we're not doing that, but we are going through a moment where we can let go of things that are not aligning with us anymore, people that we're not aligned with anymore, and it is a time when a lot of healing will be done and a lot of balancing. So for everyone, again, it will be different. Some will have to do more healing than others. Others might have to just do more balancing. Some others might just have to work more on grounding. Everyone will have their own kind of thing that they need to do more of, because obviously we're all different. But yeah, it will be definitely. It's interesting. I'm filming this in December 2023. Obviously, soon 2024 is coming forth. It doesn't matter when you really watch this. It's technically a timeless reading, but if you're watching this as it comes out, it might really be signaling a brand new beginning for the new year. Or some of you might want to start off before the new year starts. Get the beginning, do the beginning stuff before the new year even starts. So when you start the new year, you're like, nothing new. I'm still, I'm building, I'm growing. So yeah, just be aware of all of this, because there's a lot of energy coming through that's helping us through this change. And a lot of us will be changing a lot. Do not think that you'll be staying the same as you are right now. Your beliefs will not be staying the same. This is coming through very strongly. A lot will change. You will change completely. You might think, oh, I changed so much the last few years. Am I going to change even more? Yes. You're going to be changing a lot. And it's kind of part of our journey and part of our job, I guess, as starseeds, to change this much. So be aware of that and welcome it. Welcome this energy. Let's see what tarot cards came through. We have the Empress. Okay, not surprised there. The Three of Swords, the Chariot, and the Six of Pentacles. Yes. The Empress, I'm not surprised that is here, because of all of those messages to kind of go with the flow, to be, but also truly be grounded into the being, to be present and grounded, and not just be, but also float on by. To feel into that, tap into that feminine energy as well, to balance out either the feminine itself or the feminine with the masculine. And also another reason I feel like it's coming through is the new beginning. Like the Empress being the nurturer of, let's say, all of her children. And a message really that we should allow ourselves to be nurtured into this new beginning, but we should nurture ourselves through it as well. Understand that not all parts of this are going to be super easy, super fun, super exciting, but it's important to stay gentle and stay open and stay loving, especially to ourselves. And I can see here with the Three of Swords that a lot of past trauma will be coming out. So again, not surprised that part of the message is to kind of nurture yourself during this time and be compassionate towards yourself, because all of this heartbreak that is really going to be unlocked now, and you're going to have to start maybe dealing a bit with, especially if you haven't done a lot of the dealing with the past in the past year, let's say, there will be a lot more. But if you have been working with it, then maybe it will be easier for you. again, different for everyone. We're all different. But it's just that this is coming through, and it's not only the heartbreak that was inflicted on us, but it's also the heartbreak that we've inflicted on others. I think some of you will start having an understanding of how you've treated others in some kind of way that might have been unfair or not so nice, and how you may have hurt them in the past or maybe even recently. But the important part, if that does come, is to forgive yourself and to try to make the best of it, learn from your mistakes, and move on with your head held high. And know that now you're different. You're a different person. You know, if you'd like to, you can give back to the people that you feel like you may have hurt or inconvenienced in some way. Give back to the people who may have hurt, even may have hurt you. Give compassion and love to them, and know that by hurting you, they hurt themselves as well, and they most likely hurt you because they were hurting too. So give love to everyone, and love will be given to you as well. It's like I guess the definition of karma. Whatever you do will come back to you. So remembering that and treating everyone the way you want to be treated, because I know we might think that we're doing that, and we might tell people, yes, I'm doing that, or yeah, you should do that. But let's really think about it. Do we really do it in every single part of our lives? To every single person? Or do we sometimes feel like, well, this person and this person, they're all acting this way. Why shouldn't I act this way? Or we just don't think about some things, like how we would treat someone, or some jokes that are commonly made around your family, let's say. And then you say the same joke to someone who's not in your family, and they get offended, and we're like confused, like, whoa, how did I offend you? This is like a normal joke my family, does all the time. Well, yeah, everyone is kind of different, like I keep saying. So we have different tolerance to everything, different triggers, and acknowledging that, knowing that, and loving yourself and everyone else for it is really a key part to all of this. And give and you shall receive really is a strong one here. Let's get some more cards out, see if anything else comes through from the Arcturians. It's already been quite an interesting message, full of pretty good advice, I think. So we have soul satisfaction here. Honor your uniqueness and do what makes you feel good. So tap into how you're feeling at any point. How do you feel about doing chores? How do you feel about cooking? And why do you feel like that? And I'm stating just basic things, but even those and your feelings toward them are important. And see what you enjoy the most and what you don't enjoy, and work with others on it. Maybe someone else enjoys something that you don't like doing, and you can work as a team to help each other. Another card that literally fell, the Cosmic Ruby. Be a peace ambassador and practice cosmic mastery. So Cosmic Ruby, I mean, with the red, of course, again, about grounding, very important. Grounding, I should not mention it again, because at this point I'm like a broken record about the grounding. But yes, grounding is going to be very, 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 very important during this time. But being the peace ambassador here is also a very huge thing that I was mentioning before. Again, no matter whether you harmed someone or they harmed you, trying to make peace with all of that, make peace with yourself, in yourself, and with that person, somehow it will just be important for you, because in that way you're clearing things away. You're putting the past in the past where it needs to stay, or even in a way, in a sense, rewriting your history, because the way that you feel about your history is how, you know, the way to change history is to change how you feel about it. So if you change how you feel about a certain heartbreak that you went through, like, oh, that heartbreak really helped me grow as a person, that heartbreak really helped me in some kind of way, you would look at your history in a different way. You would look at that person in a different way. Or if you start to try understanding that person more, I think a lot of us still aren't on that page where we can really be understanding of everyone, and that's completely normal. You know, we're not perfect, we're just human. But really starting to try to understand why someone would do something like that to you, or maybe even why you did something, or how you offended someone and why they were offended. Really understanding all of that and trying to make peace with all of it, and putting the past in the past and moving on with your head held high is really, really what it's all about here. And let's get one last card of advice from this deck, this beautiful deck. We got Autumn Ballet. Autumn leaves means change is due. It will be exciting, but only if you allow it to happen. And that's a great way to end this whole video and this whole reading, is it not? Literally talking about change the whole time. You are the one who decides whether this change will happen and how big it will be in your life and how it will take shape. You can change whatever you desire. You can change the past, the present, and the future. So remember that you are powerful, and build the best past, present, and future that you can. Anyway, beautiful starseeds, this is all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments what you thought about any of this. Do you resonate with any of this information? Do you not? If you have any suggestions for any kind of readings, anything that you'd like me to cover or do a reading on or whatever, let me know in the comments as well. And if you're interested in a personal reading, details of how you can contact me are down below. Above all, I hope you have a great day, and I hope I see you in my next video. Bye!